Hello painters and decorators of the interweb, DIYers, anybody interested in the channel, watching Phil Beckwith, the painter and decorator, do painting things and some things that aren't painted related. I like washing cars, seen a video on washing cars. If you want to see washing a car, just there, bit of everything. Right, back serious talking. All good painters and decorators are into the gardening, aren't they? Goes hand in hand, doesn't it? Gardening and painting and decorating. Well, particularly when I'm going to be talking about painting things in your garden. You're going to say, what do you mean, Phil, painting things in your garden? Sleepers. I'm not on about those people that are in the society ready for a phone call to activate themselves and, I don't know, take over the world. Sleepers. You've seen that programme, have you? Very good it was. Oh, I'm on about sleepers in your garden. Fancy, well, wood that wants painting. Now, I'm not going to do a review on two products. I'm going to tell you about one product I used last year, which is this. The Ronseal Fence Life Plus. In what colour is it? Tudor black. Now I used this on my own garden last year when we had a bit of garden work done. New sleepers went in and I gave it 4 coats because they were new sleepers, let them weather a bit, gave them 4 coats. Gotta say, not that impressed with that. Went on nice, went on like water. We're actually coming to the crux of it. Did it last? Well, we're just over 12 months on. Nah, it's faded, it's worn off. Would I recommend it? No, it's probably got on its time and its place. So I'm back with you this year. I'm going to try something else. Now, a few months ago, or a while back, on the job, the customer supplied me with some Cuprinol, some garden shades. I was that impressed with it, and the video's there. You saw Brian, who works for us, applying it. I was giving him a hand on a nice, expensive summer house seating area, you know, have cream teas in it. Really impressed with that, covered well, 2 coats, thought it really good. And I said to Brian, do you know what, I'm going to try this at my own house, let's see how good it is on the sleepers that I'd done the previous year using that, and seeing how good this will be. Now this is black ash, so it is a black colour. I expect black to cover quite well. You'd hope so anyway. But I know this works pretty good. It goes on as you'd expect with a brush, dries nice, 2 coats, brilliant. So what I'm going to do is try this out for you and see if it works on sleepers in your garden. Riveting stuff. Now you're going to say, what sort of sleepers? Well, they're just like decking sleepers, you know, that make borders. And I'm going to spin you around and show you what I've got and how they'll look. So let's spin round. We've just got to be careful. Don't want to fall in the pool. We've got a pool in the garden. Right, so we're coming round. You see the pool. Right. There's my decking, sleepers, whatever you want to call them. Now, look all nice on the camera, don't they? But actually, it's faded. Where I've had the bit of a jet wash going round, it's all slight come off, as you'd expect. You see me rendering on my seat? Oh, that can be another video. Masonry paint's come off, as I'd expect on something that gets a bit of damp, a bit of soil behind it. That's something we can talk about on another video if you want to know about masonry paint that comes off with a cement render at the back. You don't PVA it. Stabilising solution's your king, particularly on weathered render. Another video. So let's get back to this sleeper. I don't know whether you can see. Not very good at all. Now I've got not loads, but I'm going to be coating this up, and you'll see me coating it up, and then we'll have a bit of a review. Can't even say it. Bit of a review at the end of it to what I actually think. And we'll have some comments. You give us some comments if you've used this. What do you think of it? We can discuss this till the cows come home. Gardening and decorating. So let me get my overalls on, I'll get my brush, get a sheet down, and we'll start. Now, got my overalls on. The words overalls go over my jeans. Take them off, get in the van, not getting paint everywhere, leave them on the job. Right, just got tipped out some of the Cuprinol. My brush, I know because people say, what brush are you using? I've just got an MIB, which is a made in Britain. It's an Eco Union brush. Now this is 3-inch, should be fine. I know it's quite a big area. I can cope with the 3-inch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start just there, bring it down and come across that way. As I say, my masonry will be another video. So let me start. Right, just doing the ends, coming across the top. I'm not doing the back edge against the soil. Now when these went in, Tim, our landscaper, sounds dead posh that, there was something we had a landscaper in, hardly. Tim bichoed so far up, and when I did them last year, I just took it round on the top edge with the stain. So that's alright, I don't want to be picking up loads of soil. So I'm going to come across the top, do a section, drop it down. Now I'll cut in neatly to the bottom. If you haven't got a steady hand, you can always put a bit of tape across your tiles. But I've got a bit of a sheet down, and I've got some plasticky Cortex boarding just to protect it. But the first impressions of this, just doing across that top there, it's not like water. We call it waz in the trade, water. It's not wazzy. It's not sprinting everywhere. It's got more of a jelly consistency. I won't say thixotropic. It's not quite thixotropic. And if you don't know what thixotropic is, give it a bit of a Google search. I did mix it up in the tin, a little bit jellified, but a bit of moisture water on the top, so I did knock it up. But this, so far, working out one side of the kettle, does seem quite thick, and it's going on pretty well, to the point, can I get away with only one coat? Let's hope I can get away with only one coat. Just being careful, so just brushing it across nicely. I have to say this 3-inch brush is pretty good. It's putting enough on without saturating it. Just working it into the grain. What can I look at you while I'm doing it? Pretty good that, pretty good. Right, I'll stop talking, let you watch me do it. There we have it. You've had a bit of a speeded up version of me painting these sleepers. You see that there? All the way around. It's probably took me, I know it's speeded up and I've been careful not to sprint it, don't want to put too much on it, it goes everywhere. Probably took me about 10 minutes. So there we have it. I won't subject you to any more sleepers. What should we say about that? But first impressions. What's this stuff like? Goes on nicely. Brushes nicely. You can work it. Now this is one coat over the Ronseal, well, Fence Life Plus, which I wasn't impressed with. You can probably just see on the camera how bleached out the other bits of wood are, and that had 4 coats. Not good. That should have lasted a bit longer than just over 12 months. It probably is about 13 months. So I'm going to say not so good. Not too keen on that. But there again, that was about a 5 litre tub for about, is it about £7-8? £22 for 2.5 litres from Wilko's. You're going to say, Phil, why Wilko's? I said, well, I was in Wilko's. I fancied trying Wilko's own brand, but they didn't do the black. I went with the Cuprinol because I thought, I know it works. So that's why we've gone £22. And to be fair, tell me if I'm wrong, that's probably about as good as you'll get anywhere. You might get it £20 somewhere else, probably B&Q or somewhere like that. But £22 I don't think was too bad from Wilko's. So that's what I've done. I've done these bits of sleepers, went on nicely. It's water based, so I wash my brush out with water. When you wash your brush out, do it with cold water, get any last remains of the paint off, then put a bit of washing up liquid in with your water. Warm your water up, i.e. get it to a lukewarm, you can put your hands in and wash your brush out again and rinse it. Shake the water out, should be good for the next time round, because putting that bit of fairy liquid, washing up liquid in it, gives a bit of a coating. So top tip Tuesday, use a bit of soap when you're washing your brushes out. Well, there we are. I won't subject you to any more on this video. I'll show you some pictures of a bit more done. But does it need 2 coats? No, I don't think it does. I'll give it another coat next year. That'll be the 2 coats. Ooh, wind's picked up. But so I'm really impressed with that. I'm not giving it a full endorsement until we see what it's like this time next year. But that is covered nicely. It's gone for 1. Does it need a second? No, it doesn't. So if anybody's thinking of doing any sleepers in their garden, consider this. You saw my last video on using this stuff, really impressed. Garden Shades it's called. What do you think? Comments, smash the like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's not about subscribers, but it's nice to know that there's a few people that are subscribing to me. And I'll say over and out. Have a look at the stills at the end of some other areas that I've done. But thanks for listening. Brilliant stuff. I'll give it another kiss.